what's up, good people? This is JJ with the demo of the Walrus Audio Iron Horse version 2. And this is a distortion pedal. It's an LM308 chip equipped distortion pedal. So for all you tone heads out there, this is basically a Proco Rat pedal. A proper vintage Proco Rat pedal with a proper LM308 chip. It's one of the most sought after chips in a distortion pedal, and it gives you a really musical, organic distortion. As you heard in the first few examples, cleans up really nice, sounds really pleasant to the ears. It can definitely rock out, it can be very high gain, but it's got tons of options. As opposed to a Proco Rat, of course this has a level volume control, distortion level, and a tone control. Now if you know the Proco Rat, that has a filter knob, so that is kind of the opposite of a tone control. When you dial back on a regular tone control, it's going to reduce the high end, the treble frequencies. On a Proco Rat, it's actually the other way around, so you're filtering the high end so you get the most high end when you put it fully counterclockwise. That's not the case on this pedal, so it might be a little bit easier to use. And on this Iron Horse version 2, there's a mini toggle switch, a three-way switch that allows you to go for a slightly compressed sound to the left, slightly more or heavily compressed sound in the center position, which is what you heard in the intro, and kind of like a more open setting on the right setting of the mini toggle switch, so hardly any compression for very open, more high gain overdrive kind of sound, I suppose. Playing my Kaufman 63 Tele Seymour Duncan Antiquities through the Iron Horse version 2 into my bass breaker 007, Fender bass breaker 007, which I absolutely love to bits. So much that I think there's only one thing better than a 007, and that's two 007s, and I actually own two 007s. One is a head version that I use in a 112 cab, which is in the rehearsal space. So enough babbling, let me just let you hear the clean sound again and then take you through the different controls. So, clean sound. Now distortion pedals, they like to go like this, they like to go into a clean amplifier because you're having the distortion pedal take care of all of the distortion properties of your tone. This is the way we used to do it in the 90s. We would have the amplifier set up clean and have the pedals do all the work, as opposed to using like an amplifier, driving it really hard and using an overdrive to drive it over the top. We would go into a clean amplifier, use like a Boss DS1 or a Big Muff, or a Rat pedal, you know, like in all our other pedals, right in front of the amplifier, like they would do in the 60s, of course. So no effects loops, and have the distortion pedals take care of the gain duties. So I'm just going to set all controls to 12 o'clock, let you hear the clean sound again, and then engage the pedal. So that's slightly above unity gain. Lots of harmonic content there, and let's clean it up with the guitar volume. Let's turn up the gain, the distortion control, to about 3 o'clock and back off on the volume just a little bit. Nice and singing distortion tone. Let's just dial back on the treble a little bit for that, for a little bit more of a pleasant sound in the higher registers. Very musical. Okay, let's turn up the treble control and turn up the distortion level even more for a more classic Rat sound. actually a little bit more gainy than an original Rat, so just go to the less compressed setting, toggle switch to the left. Compensate for the volume drop. Okay, so that's the less compressed setting. Let's dial back on the gain. In fact, let's put it before 12 o'clock and up the volume a little bit above noon. Now, the reason that a lot of people on the Telecaster forum, the TDPRI forum, which is a group of very, very cool people, very respectful, and lots of knowledgeable people on there, much more than on the gear page. Sorry, no offense, but I feel right at home over there. One of the reasons that those people are always going on and on about the Proco Rat is because they like it, not for its full-on distortion sound, but they like it with less on the distortion control to tame a little bit of the high end of the Telecaster, and they like it to use it more like a full range overdrive pedal, I suppose, especially with the Telecaster. That is a very nice pairing of gear. Very amp-like distortion. Now, this pedal also has, as I said in the introduction, it also has a setting on which it doesn't compress that much, the open setting. So toggle switch to the right and let's hear what that sounds like. So that's definitely going to please Telecaster lovers, and it proves that a distortion pedal cannot simply give you a high gain sound, but it can also deliver some really nice organic amp-like distortion tones. So toggle switch to the right, more gain on the pedal, more treble, compensated the volume, and here's a little bit more of a higher gain overdrive sound to leave you with. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please like it, share it, whatever. Please give it a thumbs up, of course, and see you next time. JJ out.